Good morning everyone. Today we're going to make a mask for the Mardi Gras festival. To make our Mardi Gras carnival mask, we will need some paint. We will need purple, yellow or gold, and green, because these are the traditional colours of the Mardi Gras festival. We'll also need a paintbrush and some water. If you like, you could also add some glitter or some feathers or anything shiny to decorate your mask. Otherwise, you can just paint. So first I will dip my brush in the water and wipe the brush on the side of the pot. And then I'm going to paint the bottom part of my mask yellow or gold, to make it nice and bright. You can do any pattern you like on your mask. I think I'm going to do gold at the bottom and then decorate with purple and green. So I'm covering the whole mask with paint. Then I'm going to wash my brush and I'm going to paint the top part of my mask green. Now I'm ready to add some patterns onto my mask, so I'm going to draw some patterns around the eyes. The patterns can be any shape you want. I'm going to do some swirly lines at the top and some zigzag lines at the bottom, and then I can paint my purple on top of the other colours. If you have time, you could let this dry in between the colours to make the colours brighter. I'll turn my mask round so that it's easier to paint up to the lines that I've drawn. You could do dots, you could do stripes, you could do zigzags, you can make circles or triangles, any patterns you want. Just make them bright and colourful. Another way you can add pattern is by dipping the end of your brush into the paint to make dots. And then you can dip, dip, dab, dab to make more patterns and little dots on your mask. You could use sequins, or you could use glitter glue, or you could use feathers, but I don't have any of those at home, so I'm just using dots from the end of my brush. If you don't have feathers and you want to add extra detail, you could make some feathers with some coloured paper, or you could paint some paper or use old magazines. I have this purple and green coloured paper here, so I'm just going to fold the paper in half and then in half again, and in half again, so that I have lots of different papers. And then I'm going to cut some feather shapes from my paper. So I'm cutting through more than one piece of paper at a time. If that's too thick, then you can unfold it and you still have the creases to help you for the size of the feathers. And we can cut our feather shapes. If you wanted to make them even more feather-like, you could even do some little snips to make them feathery at the end. Snip, 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 snip. But don't go all the way through to the other side. So we have our feathers. Now I can use some tape and stick the feathers on the back of my mask. So I'm going to make a pattern. I'm going to start with purple in the middle. I'll take a piece of tape and I will stick the feather on the back in the middle of my mask. Then I'm going to use green, and I'm going to do purple, green, purple, green to make my pattern. So then I need purple, then green, and keep going. Now that I've added my feathers, I'm ready to wear my mask.